Oh yeah, it's currently live. My stream's live right now, so your voice is gonna go in my stream. just a quick notice.
Even though our run is in like 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh, I got
doesn't matter.
again. Yeah. So that means I don't have. That means I shouldn't divulge any personal information.
Exactly.
Right. Oh, you can kind of see my closet. I'm gonna close my closet. There we go. Is this Smash tournament gonna end before our run? That'd be funny.
I don't know.
Currently top 6.
Okay.
Wearing all black.
Yeah, like Mojilov's like stream is currently like online, but it doesn't like stream. It's not streaming properly.
Yeah. Unfortunate.
Twitch-sama. That's what happens with Twitch.
I love Twitch.
I love Twitch.
It's my favorite.
I don't like Twitch. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you that I'm gonna change the strats for Shrine, so it'll be like much more consistent.
Oh, well, yeah, that makes more sense. So you're not gonna go for like the full milk, or
No,
just a different milk?
A different milk.
Okay, different milk. Okay, easier milk.
Yeah, easier milk. Alfor only though. Other one's the same because they don't oppose any threat.
Yeah. I mean, you only get what, like 400 more spirits, or what?
I think so. Around 400 to like 600 maybe.
Yeah. Okay.
Pretty big in terms of like world record score, but
that's fair.
But like, if I were to like run it on like, you know, live setting, I don't think it's like really doable.
Yeah, people are not gonna know.
Yeah, people's not gonna notice the difference between my routes, but
it's not like you're gonna get like 170k anyway.
No.
Watch as he actually does.
Which I actually do.
That'll be the funniest shit.
Hey, I got a 170.
GG.
GG.
I mean, a lot of other players in this in Slam have gotten personal bests.
Maybe it's that time of the day, maybe.
Yeah, I know Penny earlier today was playing Strikers 1945-2 or something. And she got to like 2-6, and that was like a PB or something.
That's nice.
Man, Psycho was crazy. Strikers games are crazy.
Yeah, TC Strikers on the other hand. It's crazy, but the vector is like very different. So, you see that I have a bomb right now, so I can go up. But if I don't have a bomb, I'm not gonna go up. I'm gonna stay on the bottom side.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah, it's much more.
Right, because if you go up, it does. You get more.
Yeah, spirits basically. Like this.
More balls.
More balls to sear, but if I don't have any bombs, then I'm gonna fucking die. So I'm gonna stay here, like this, so that I can like dodge more better. Yeah. This is basically the strat today. Okay, I fucking killed her on accident. Oh yeah, that's
Alright.
basically the milk. Okay.
Yeah, they're playing now, by the way. Elval Swamp is being played.
Okay. Let's go.
Well, what the fuck is this game? What is this crazy shit on the left side here? Why is there a map?
Which one? Wait. Hey, nani kore? I never noticed the map on Ilva Swamp. I thought it was only the game screen.
Oh, it's like TC Strikers where you choose the side. By standing on the side.
Hi. You changed the routes.
That's a lot of routes. What the fuck? 100 stages in total?
Well, that's the same with Il Velo though, right? Because there's
Maybe.
like 50 like sub stages for Il Velo in real game.
Bruh.
No version 1.23 today. Maybe I'll play later, not now. I'm gonna play. I'm gonna play for
What?
Shmup Slam.
Wait, what 1.2? What?
Oh no,
Go in your chat.
yeah, my chat. Jack.
Wait, what?
Oh no.
Terraria?
Version 1.23 is like what? Stella Vanity.
Oh.
They
Wait, is it
versioned
an
up.
update?
Yeah, there was an update.
Wait, what did it add?
They like changed some balances for the scores, and they
Oh.
changed like the sidebars and fonts for some stuff. And
Interesting.
my honest opinion, like the fonts are actually like kind of janky. It doesn't look really cool.
Cringe.
Cringe, no, not cringe. It looks like Terraria 2. If you get what I mean.
Terraria Shmup.
Terraria Shmup. Ah, my hair. My hair looks really weird. Doesn't really matter. I look like a mushroom guy.
Wait, so Moji Love is this British guy who like lives in Japan or something?
I don't know. He knows Japanese.
Yeah,
I only know that he knows Japanese.
smart guy.
Yeah, he's a smart guy. No,
If you can learn another language like that, you're smart.
Yeah, you're smart. I just know English because I lived there and I didn't do anything.
Well, if you learn it early on in life, it's easy to keep it. Like how I keep Chinese. I only
Yeah.
officially learned Chinese for a short period of time.
That's the same with me.
Stage 13.
He's 13. Hentai. I like how it says like it gives you a thumbs up and it says hentai.
Oh, I didn't notice that.
I see he says a hentai.
In katakana.
Yeah.
Any hentai enjoyers? Pots. How the hell do you score this shit?
No idea. Well, basically, like, scoring in Nilvelo was to, like...
I should play milestone games.
Yeah, you should play milestone games once in your life. It's a blast.
Karas.
Karasu. Razirugi.
Man. Those games are good music.
Karasu is, like, super good music.
Yeah.
Razirugi is much more towards the pop kind of music. And then you have
Yeah,
Karasu,
yeah.
which is, like, really dark drum and bass.
Edgy. Yeah, edgy
Drum and
D&B kind of
bass,
stuff,
yeah.
exactly. A little bit of gabber.
Yeah.
A little bit of jungle.
I don't know. I don't know, dude. I might as well throw into my like works Slack and like throw in Mark's like YouTube link so that come watch me.
At YouTube.com/C/The Electric Underground.
Electric Underground.
In-person events.
Actually,
I'm not sure if I want to fly all the way to Idaho.
do you have to fly? Maybe you can go with the car.
For me to get to Idaho, no, yeah, I had to fly. Idaho's too far for me. Like, Idaho from where I am right now would take like, oh my gosh, to drive like 5 days. Okay, no, even more than 5 days for sure. Let me see like Google. Let me see like Google Maps. Like, let's see here, my location to Boise, Idaho, USA. Boise. Okay, 31 hours. It's literally like halfway across the continent.
Oh, okay. By car.
By car.
Jesus.
By airplane, 6 hours.
6 hours. Figures.
But yeah, Boise, that's where he's having his How big a city is Boise? It's not even that big of a city. Like, Idaho really is in the middle of fucking nowhere. Like, actually nobody lives in Idaho. Legitimately. It's actually so weird that Mark lives in Idaho, because nobody does. He also, like, Idaho is also, like, very, politically questionable. So, you know, has a lot of rednecks, as they say.
Ooh.
Population of Boise, Idaho. 220,000.
That's a lot? No, that sounds really small.
220,000, that's like nothing.
Yeah. That's like my district here in Tokyo.
Yeah, that's like a single district.
A single district.
The city I lived in before I moved has more people than that. Has like twice the number of people as that.
What the fuck, dude?
And that city is like considered the middle of nowhere in Canada.
Oh.
Well, nobody knows about it, but it's a bigger city than people give it credit for.
Well, like,
I live like... Currently I live in a city that's like very close to Toronto, but not actually part of Toronto.
Confusing.
And we have like 700,000 people here.
That's like 3 times more.
Meanwhile, Tokyo. This is a Tokyo moment. Someday I will go.
Tokyo.
Someday I will...
Yeah, come to Tokyo.
No. I will go to Tokyo and spend my entire day at the arcade.
You should. Well, it gets actually kind of boring after a while. Not gonna lie. Maybe like 3 to 4 hours.
It's not going to be boring when I have wanted to go to an arcade for like 8 years. That's pretty... Plus, there's more than, like, I'm sure, like, you know I love music games as well. You know I love Otogame. So, like, I can just bounce from between games.
I used to, like, bounce between Otogames, like, a lot. I understand.
And then I can play all the shmups I want to as well. Maybe even try Tetris, the Grandmaster.
Grandmaster. The notorious.
Yeah. They'll book tickets for the, like, club concerts, music, people. Go to Comic-Con.
I had.
Buy random. I mean, that's the kind of cool part. I'd like to go to Comiket someday and just buy like whatever just completely random shit, and then just become like the biggest fan of it. Like, isn't that cool? That's like the most. That's like the most.
That's the
like,
most
edgy...
Comiket experience you can get.
Yeah, exactly. That's like the most, and it's also really unique and edgy. You know what I mean?
I understand. I found this guy. I don't know who he is, but he's like he draws really good.
He made a visual novel. He made a shmup. Made an RPG.
And that's what Comiket is all about.
Yeah, it's like this guy. I don't know, but I bought his doujinshi. Oh look, Hellsinker doujinshi.
Dude. That's like 0.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, exactly.
Non-existent.
Oh look, there's this guy. He calls himself Twilight EX. He draws
fucking doujinshi. Fucking stop him at any cost.
Yeah, Tokyo's pretty big, but...
Oh hey, I can hear the music from the Yellow of Swamp though.
Yeah, apparently it actually works.
Nice.
Oh well. I can see on the map that like... Wait, so what part do you actually consider the cutoff for like Tokyo? Oh wait, they have an actual border. Wait, no, it's not the right border. Like, what part do you actually consider the cutoff for the metropolitan area? Because I'm curious, because it is the biggest city in the world. There's more people than Canada, but I'm wondering where the boundary for that is.
What do you mean in Tokyo?
Yeah.
Oh, cutoff. So I'm trying.
I don't know.
Well,
let me see here.
I'm actually like not understanding your question correctly. Maybe
they say that like Tokyo metropolitan area is the biggest city in the world, right? But you know that Tokyo is made up of a bunch of other cities, right?
Well, like there's like 23 districts within like the Tokyo city, and then there's like other like cities.
Yeah, I think those other cities are like included.
That's like it's like a really small portion. I think it's like 8-2, or 7-3 maybe 7-3. So like I think like 70% of the people live in the district area, right? Tokyo City, like 23 districts, so called.
Yeah, wards. I call it in English.
Wards, yeah. And then.
Oh, okay. Wait, I actually have a map.
Oh, nice. Okay, show me that.
It's like this. This is what I found from Google searching.
Google-sama. Okay. Location from Tokyo and Chiba.jpg. Oh, right.
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
Like the pink areas, I think. Okay, it's kind of including Chiba-ken? Ken, I don't know how is it Ken in English. State, basically.
Prefecture, that's the
Prefecture,
word.
yeah. Chiba Prefecture and Tokyo Prefecture. So, within the Tokyo Prefecture, I think like 70% of the people in Tokyo live in that pink area.
Mm.
And then like the other...
Anyways.
Like maybe 30% of the people live outside of that.
Still kind of fucks me up how like this city has like more people than my entire country.
It's crammed. It's fun though.
Yeah.
But it's like, it's pretty messed up.
From one side of Tokyo to the other.
Hmm.
Let's see here. Measure distance. According to this map thing. 60 kilometers or so. My god.
Jesus.
I wonder how big Toronto is. Oh, I think it's about 60 kilometers from like where I am right now to like Toronto city center.
Hmm.
Yeah, it is about that much. So I'm just imagining the distance from like here all the way to Toronto city center, and then having that like a circle-shaped city. That's basically Tokyo.
Yeah, basically Tokyo.
Jesus.
That's Tokyo for you.
Although to be fair, Toronto, like from the furthest corner of the Greater Toronto area, to like the furthest point on it, is about like measure distance. Yeah, it's about 60 kilometers as well.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's more shaped like a rectangle, and I'm measuring the like. I am measuring the like the long end of the rectangle, but still.
Mm-hmm. Fuck, dude. Ah. Come on. What is wrong with you? Huh? Oi.
진짜?
Huh? You know how I get mad? You know how I get mad sometimes?
Angry.
Angry video game
Nerd.
nerd.
Ass!
Ass! Oh shit.
Any assers?
Jesus. Ah, I'm getting tired. By doing nothing.
Sometimes doing nothing is more tiring than doing something.
The waiting game. You know.
Waiting room.
Waiting room.
Please wait warmly. Girls are praying. Korea.
Praying.
Unless you have like a
Prayer.
slash box that lets you use both.
Yeah, well, Emoji Love sounds like he's British though.
Yeah,
That's a British
that's what I was saying. I was like,
Yeah.
that's definitely a British accent.
That's a British accent, yeah.
Guy sounds hecka.
British. I can't do British accent though.
I'm British.
I'm British.
Where's your license at, mate?
Water.
Brother.
No water. Give me a cup of water. Water.
Give me a cup of...
Give me a cup of
Lots
water.
of water.
Lots of water.
Shooting game.
Shooting game.
That guy's Scottish.
Okay, I don't know. That's Dambo then.
Yeah. I'm Scottish.
I'm Scottish. We eat better than Cincy.
Scotland forever!
Jesus, we're gonna get smashed by saying that. It's all good because we're Asians. we get to say we get to make fun of other people.
We're allowed to be
Asian.
racist? What?
What? We get to make fun of other people because we're Asian.
Yeah, but then there's also people who make fun of Asian accents.
True. I actually can't do Asian accents though. How?
Most people think of like Chinese.
Like how?
Although people in the US are definitely racist towards a lot of Japanese people after World War II.
Yeah, of course. Of course. We're the bad guys after all, so we don't care. We don't care.
Yes,
if
yes,
it's
because
over.
totally things you did like 60 years ago, you know. 60, it was 80.
Well, let's bomb Pearl Harbor and Jesus.
What a great decision.
Togo Heihachiro, good job. You're a fucking idiot.
Alright, we're at the winners finals of this Smash tournament.
Oh, winners finals?
They're getting there.
I'm seeing Gilvel Swamp right now going to stage 47.
Yeah, I don't even know. Is there really 100 stages? No,
I don't know!
Okay, the time estimate says 45 minutes, so...
Yeah, it's actually supposed to be like really long, right?
Yeah, it's like 45 minutes.
Yeah.
I don't know when it started. I don't remember when it started, but...
I don't know anything.
The keyboard. Is that like Razer Ornata or something?
Exactly.
Yeah, because I remember you saying that you had Ornata, and it looks like one as well, so...
Yeah, see? It's flashing.
I have a
Fucking
mechanical
love,
keyboard.
Fucking love Razer Ortana.
Maybe I'll consider getting that in the future. It's kind of cool, half mechanical. I've been full mechanical for like so many years now.
Have you ever touched the Ornata before?
Yeah, I have like in a store.
Oh, okay, okay. It's so comfortable. I fucking love
Is
this.
it?
Yeah, it's
I
really
should
good.
try it out. The main thing about mechanical keyboards is that the distance, the actuation distance is pretty far.
Yeah, you have to like really press it.
Yeah.
And it's like pretty loud. So if you're living with like other people, then it's not really good. If you're living
Luckily,
alone,
my
like,
door.
like if you're living alone like me, then like it's,
Yeah, it doesn't
it
matter.
doesn't matter.
My door is pretty soundproof.
Mm.
And I have the more quiet switches.
Right, right. Well, sort of practice.
Practice.
Practice. Man, I'm really not ready for Adept. Like maybe my hands are ready, but like my heart is not ready. The like constant fear of like dying anywhere is like so scary.
Yeah, I know. It's like, and then you imagine that people play shit like Diojo on
Yeah, exactly. White label, like what the fuck are they doing?
I mean, you remember what happened yesterday, right?
Yeah, I
Watching.
know.
Yeah, like the guy just died in 2-1 because like
He
fuck
said-
white label. That's why.
He said "fufufu sucks," which like it made my ass. Like I laughed my ass off. That was so funny. Fufufu, you suck. It's like what the fuck. It's so funny.
Yeah.
I wanted to clip that, but like his like Twitch stream didn't have his like voice on.
Oh, and you can't clip YouTube?
Yeah, you can clip YouTube.
You just have to timestamp it. Yeah, Fuhu sucks.
Yeah,
that
Fuhu sucks.
guy needs to get good.
He died on Kemono Michi 4, so he's a bad player.
I'm pretty sure they both got the Hibachi, right?
Yeah, they both destroyed Ibachi.
Oh, they both cleared?
Yeah.
Oh my god. I remember
SBS.
watching it live and I was like,
Yeah, SBS and
right, SPS barely won by like very, very few
Yeah.
points, right?
fuck, I died.
Yeah, that was probably one of the coolest things I've ever seen.
Yeah, that was. I watched it live with my friend. We were like,
One of my friends was watching that event because of Puyo Puyo Tetris.
oh, Pyo Pyo.
Yeah. And he was like, I see you in the chat, but I'm also not surprised. Yeah, that was really fun. They should have more events like that.
Yeah, but like, I feel that like it's really good occasionally, like once in a year maybe.
Very hype.
Yeah. I wouldn't really like watch it like every single month, to be honest.
Yeah, that's the thing about these kinds of events. It's like if they happen too often, they get kind of boring.
Yeah, exactly.
That's kind of how I felt about the like Shmup Kumites, because they had like it was a cool thing, and then they started doing one like every 2 weeks, and I was like, oh okay, do I really want to watch this anymore?
They're still doing
been talking
Kumite,
so much.
right?
Yeah, something like that. I don't know. Who knows?
I don't remember.
Next time they should invite Moglar to Japan.
True. Fight
Moglar's
SPS
already
with
like,
Moglar.
more... I mean, if you remember, there was that event where they had like 4 players playing Ketsui, right?
What? I don't remember.
Shmup Mania.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh yeah. They had SP. No, they had. Yeah,
They
they had
had
Moglar.
SPS, they had him, and then they had one Chinese guy, I think.
Didn't they have Moglar?
Yeah, they had Moglar, and they had SPS, they had a Chinese guy, and they had somebody else, I remember.
Nice.
And then Moglar actually was the only one who even reached Ura. I think. Ura Loop.
Oh, you know how it goes.
Wait, no, SPS made Ura Loop as well, I think. But he didn't clear. I think Moglar actually cleared.
Oh, so he didn't reach Doom then.
Yeah, I think SPS didn't reach Doom.
That's sad.
Oh, wait, no. I think 3 players actually made it to Ura. One of them game overed in like 2-3 or something. One of them, SPS made it almost to the end and then game overed, and then Moglar actually cleared Doom.
Moglar-sama.
Guy's crazy.
Yeah, he's crazy.
Guy was also like a speedrunner before he did.
Oh, really?
Played Ketsui. The Ketsui was his first shmup, basically. He was one of the world's best Hollow Knight and Celeste speedrunners before that, though.
Yeah. Wow, that multi-talented player.
Yeah, dude, like the guy can just like take a video game and become the best at it. I want that kind of
prodigy.
dedication.
Prodigy is the right
Prodigy.
word, right?
I mean, yeah, of course. He's young, so.
Yeah. Shindo.
He's like my age, if not younger.
Yeah, he's like your age. 20 or something, right?
19. I think he's 19.
19!
He can drink, maybe.
Maybe.
So rare to see. The thing is, it's so rare to like talk about like new shmup players as prodigies because so few shmup players are actually young.
You have
Like,
fucking
nobody actually played
old
this
ass shit like me.
Except for Toho.
Well, Toho's like it's super young.
Yeah.
The
But actual like,
pedal world.
It's very unfortunate that is how it is.
Oh.
I mean, once upon a time, I was in a bunch of Toho communities when I was like a really young kid, but luckily I wasn't super involved with anything.
I don't know if that's good or bad, but
Well, yeah, well, it's because I didn't get predated on, you know.
come on, dude.
I also could have easily gotten into some very questionable belief systems because of very weird people. But I didn't. I spent a lot of time playing on this Minecraft server. Yukuri Craft. I'm not joking about that. They had like a Minecraft map of Gensokyo.
Eh.
It was fucking hilarious.
That's crazy.
They also had like a survival world. And I would chat with people.
There's nothing more I can do than to pray to God that stage 6 goes well.
Preya.
Pray! It's kind of the...
You are Preya.
I'm seriously considering grabbing a beer, I don't know.
I mean, maybe it will make you feel more relaxed.
Yeah. Like, to be honest, like, coping with stress with alcohol is, like, the last thing you want to do, though.
Hey, at least it's not real life stress. It's playing Hellsinker.
Playing Hellsinker.
How bad can it be?
Dude, it's terrible. You don't know
And
you don't know how much hair I lost.
yeah, you lost so much hair. You still have an afro. Dude.
Yeah, I'm Afro and I'm still having hair.
Malding.
But like
as a wise
seriously,
man.
seriously, but like I actually lost like some of my hair on the front like forehead. Actually, I'm sad about it. Like my I'm balding. Like,
Malding.
I'm balding in the back. Like I'm actually like kind of scared that I might lose my hair. Well, I actually don't care though if I lose my hair. I'm gonna like shave my hair off.
I could not imagine you bald.
Dude, it looks so silly. Do you know the haircut called 2 blocks?
What's that? You have
two blocks? No, you don't put 2 blocks on your head.
What is it?
No, you shave off your hair from your right side, like this side, and this side. So like Crypto in Apex Legends, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe you remember. He's actually a 2 block. Hold on.
Apex Legends. I should play more Apex now that my computer can actually do it.
Yeah. We need to play sometime though.
Ping is even worse though, because I'm further than you than I used to be.
It doesn't really matter. Because it's like centric server, right? This kind.
Oh.
So you shave off your hair from this side and that side.
I see.
I've done this and I look like a fucking like Yankee, like a really badass idiot. Because my hair because my hair's like so afro and like curly, it doesn't really work with this. It looks like
I imagine.
Yeah.
I think I would not work with it just because of the shape of my face.
True. I don't know what kind of hair like really suits me though. Actually.
If I shave my head, I'd probably look 5 years older.
He's stage 84.
Oh, there really is 100 stages.
No, there's stage 96.
What?
Like, I don't know about this game, man.
This is some crazy ass shit.
Ass.
Ass! Okay, you know what? I just remembered that a good way to actually fix my lighting is to just do this. What the fuck? Turn on. Chincha?
Chincha?
Is this not plugged in or something?
Chincha?
Oh, it's not plugged in. I have a lamp, but it's not plugged in. Give me a second. I'm gonna plug it in.
Chincha's stupid.
I'm not very smart. What the fuck? Where is this cable? Oh, it is plugged in. It is plugged in. What the fuck? Oh my. There we go. There we go. Maybe this is better.
Okay. That looks actually more better.
Yeah. It's on my side, but I don't care. It looks better.
Looks better. Wait a second.
Ninja lighting. Yeah, I look more photogenic like this.
Yeah, you look better.
Passion.
You know, the more I play this game, the more I feel that I've lost my like reaction time.
You're an old man now.
I'm old. Fucking hell! Why does it have 4 health left? Jesus.
Man, we are so behind schedule.
It's as with every single Shmup slam.
Yeah.
Last time, like, I remember, like, Rizardi staying up until, like, 3 a.m. or something. Right?
Yeah, to do TC strikers.
Yeah, Jesus.
Eating his calzone.
Calzone. But I will never. I think, like, I think DJ Artek can never beat the fee. that thing's like so accidentally funny. It's like nothing can be like, compared to that. That thing
and it's
like,
only in the translation.
Yeah, that was so bad.
At this point, I think he actually intentionally typoed. It's just because it's
no
funny.
way he did that.
I mean, he probably was a genuine mistake the few times, and then he realized that people like thought it was really funny, so he just continues to do it on purpose. Or something.
Maybe, but like DC Strikers 4 didn't have any fins this time around, so. Like the most like stupidest game in DC Strikers lore is like DC Strikers 3. 2 is
Where
like,
are you going with out of shape?
Like the
over there.
the translation is so broken and like
almost as hard as me going up the stairs.
Ooh, that's hard time. There we go. I feel. I don't know how I feel.
I feel my feel. It looks like Moji had to continue.
Moji had to continue? Damn.
Because I look at, I think the score reset, see?
本当だ. True.
Stage clear. Stage 97 clear. Stage 98.
Jesus Christ.
My God.
DJ ストライカーズの宣伝中だった。宣伝してます。本番はあと30分ぐらいですね。あ、30分もないか。あと10分ぐらい How much? Oh shit. The pre-roll ad is gone, so I have to roll another ad.
Wait, what do you mean?
On Twitch.
Why? What?
I need to roll the pre-roll ad so that Mark doesn't get the ads during these, game.
Oh. I hate that you don't have a way to just turn that off.
It's so shitty.
Maybe you should just stream on YouTube. That probably wouldn't work.
That would work, actually. I'm not kidding, that would work. Iruberos rampもわけわかんねえな. I don't know what's happening in this game.
I agree. And we are Hellsinker players.
I don't know what's happening in my game.
Stage 100.
Isn't this like almost over?
Yeah.
Right.
Which just sucks because I'm going to miss out on some of this sweet ass Smash tournament.
What do you mean?
Watching Smash is so satisfying.
In Smash, like a pro, how would you say, professional Smash?
Yeah, esports.
Something else, man.
I mean, fighting games in general, right?
Well, like, I don't know. Any games with professional, player.
Most satisfying to watch is definitely Tekken.
Oh, really? I like to watch Blaze Blue.
Oh, Blaze Blue's cool, yeah.
Yeah, I fucking.
I don't watch as many like anime fighters, but sometimes I just watch those other ones because they look cool as fuck. Plus, I know Tekken is like the most complicated game in all of history, so like.
Denma was pretty good though. Dengeki, I forgot. There's a game.
I have no idea what that is.
I don't know. There's a game where like the Kino no Tabi, Adventures of Kino. Do you know that? The
No.
Light novel.
No, I have no idea.
Or like Railgun, for example. Like characters from Railgun.
Really?
Yeah, fight each other.
Ah.
Dengeki. I forgot the name. Dengeki なんだっけな? Hold on. Hold on. I have like dual display, so I need to look like right and left all the time. Dengeki
I do too,
Fighting Climax. なんじゃその名前?
Oh.
Jesus. This one. And then people call this Denma to like, for abbreviation.
Them.
Denma, but Denma is actually like a sex toy, so don't say that too much.
That's pretty fun.
But like people who play this game says this game is Denma.
That's pretty funny.
It's from 2015. Wow, that's actually pretty
I see.
old.
Anime girls.
Yeah, anime girls fighting.
Okay, the game's over.
Oh, the game's over. Do we have to go?
Get on Mark's signal, I guess.
I don't know.
Oh, I need to go to your Twitch channel.
Rizardi won. I don't know. I went to Mark's stream and it says Rizardi won. I was like, what?
Go watch Mark MX. Well, okay, whatever. Click to claim a bonus. Oh my god, I have T point.
Nice. You got T points? Good job.
Ping.
Okay. I'll close the stream here. And let's go to these. Oh wait, they're still on the commentary desk. Okay. Maybe we can go to general on Shmup Slam 5.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, we can go there. Okay. I'll cut up here, right?
Yeah.
Right. Hold on.
Ching ching. Wow.
Ching ching. Wow. I'm so happy that they actually like admitted Chin as a Chin and Cha as a separate.
That's so troll.
separate
That's actually
thing.
so troll.
So it's so good. It's like it's so bad that it's.
Rich mods
good.
don't know Japanese.
No. Oh, they do. No, they don't know. But like they know Max Baka is bad. because that emoji got rejected.
That's so funny.
I don't know why. Max Baka and Bakayatsu got rejected. I'm so sad.
Gomiyatsu.
Gomiyatsu. I'm so sad about that one. I actually didn't give Mark my commentary notes. But I don't think.
Oh, did you not?
I didn't actually. I
Oh
actually
my
forgot.
God.
I actually forgot.
He forgore.
I don't think he needs it though, does he?
Nah, he's just gonna. It's probably better to just talk,
Yeah, I think so too.
chill, and talk, and I'll do whatever explaining I need to do.
Yeah, I think so too. I need to deafen you when I go to commentary though, because I
Yeah.
can't have you on my stream. Okay.
We can like server deafen you or something like that. Ask Mark to do that.
No, I'll do it on my own.
Okay. You can just turn my volume to 0 or something.
Mute.
Chincha mute.
Chincha mute. Sure. I'm so nervous right now.
Yeah, I'm one last bathroom before we start.
Me too, me too. Hey Brian, thanks for the good luck.
Oh, we can go now, I think.
Are we on live? Okay, let's go.
Oh, he joined us.
Oh, he joined us, okay.
How
So we move over?
Hey, hello.
No, it's fine. Let me 1 sec. Let me switch the settings on this
Mm-hmm.
to improve the bitrate. There we go. Okay. Okay, let me get your guys' audio balanced a bit.
Okay. I'm gonna mute myself on stream then.
Okay, how's it going, Legless?
I'm doing goods. Give me 1 sec.
You ready for some Hellsinker?
Yeah, I'm ready to think some more hell.
It's a bummer that the airport would not allow our friend to leave Japan. That's a bummer. Yeah, no kidding. That's insane. Oh, that's a bummer. That's a
You need to quarantine. Okay, I see.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Bastards. Yeah, that's impossible, my dude. It's impossible. I couldn't do it, and I run the event. If they said, Mark, you can't go to Shmup Slam because of this, I'd be like, all right, it's canceled. It's impossible. There's no way. Yes, and there is 6 though, and I think hopefully by then they won't be locking you up in the airport for a week.
So I'm going off of your stream, your Twitch stream, right? All right. Yep. I don't really know where to start with the explanations and stuff like that, but we'll do our best.
Let me get this stream set up, and then I'll tell you when we're ready to roll.
Yep.
Are you
also-
streaming right now, Twilight?
Yep,
Okay.
on Twitch.
Okay, good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well.
Yep. I have the chat popped out. All right. Yep.
Nope, you're good. Nope, you're good. You're good. I'm just getting the camera set up, and then we're ready to roll. Right, you guys ready? Oh, I hear an echo. Oh, that's you.
おー、終わりましたね。いやー、よかった。1億5700万は相当でかいよ、これ。いやー、That was a very good score. マジでよかったな。まあミス多少あったけど、まあ、なんとか守りきったな。よし。まあちょっとシュマップスラムがまだ続くので、そちらを見ましょうか。またちょっと午後にまた配信をしようと思いますが、一旦終わりにしましょう。I'm gonna play like Stella Vanity maybe later. But I'm gonna go watch Shmup Slam 5, so thanks everyone for coming.